Hi guys, there were a couple of you asking me to make the chicken, so here it is. We're going to be making some classic arroz con pollo, and that will be rice and chicken. We're going to give it a little change right now. I actually want to take this chicken. I already added a little pepper. I'm going to add a little salt to it. Oops, not good. So I'm going to add a little salt to it. What I have here, I have some, a mixture of peppers, red peppers, green peppers, and onions. As you guys may or may not know, I like to buy them frozen, the stir-fried, because like I said, they come pretty much all cut for you. And I'm actually going to go ahead and cut them just a little more, a little smaller, because we're going to add this to the rice. Just a couple of pieces. I wanted actually you guys to see the lovely board cutter that my daughter gave me. That is adorable. It's the shape of a pineapple. Thank you, baby. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut that into smaller little pieces. You can leave them big because they're not that big anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and cut them a little more. So with the magic of the camera, all done. Cut to pieces. Here I have 5 cloves of garlic that I'm also going to cut into small pieces. And I'm going to bring it into what we call my pilon. We're going to go ahead and put them in here. And we're going to mash them. Okay, so here you go. I mashed them. And for the moment, I'm going to leave it right in here. And we're going to put that aside. I also have here some cilantro, which a lot of people actually make a mixture out of this. They actually do it. They do the sofrito. In another video, I will show you how to make it. Not this, the actual sofrito, so you don't have to do that. But for the rice, I thought I used just the leaves. I went ahead and chopped them up in small pieces. And that's to add some fantastic flavor. We're going to use some Goya extra virgin olive oil. You're going to need some kind of tomato sauce. I use my classic adobo, but you can go ahead and use some pepper and salt. You're going to need 2.5 cups of rice. And this is just a store brand rice. There are many rice. You can go ahead and buy whichever you're comfortable with. I like the long grain because it actually separates better when it's cooked. I'm going to put that aside. We're going to use one of these fantastic sazon, which is actually flavoring, but it also adds color to the rice. And this is a little envelope of chicken flavor. Also Goya. Where would we be without Goya, right? And actually for the rice, instead of all water, I'm going to actually add some chicken broth to the rice. Again, to make it taste better. So what I'm going to do right now with the chicken that I went ahead and cut in pieces, you can go ahead and add a lot more chicken than this. But for now, I'm just going to use this. And we're going to go ahead and bring it to the frying pan. And we're going to add a little bit of oil to this. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be much. I'm going to let that warm up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the pieces of meat and I want to throw them in here and let them cook just for a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes. Make them a little brown and a little crunchy. Oh, I don't like that. take that out of it. More like it. Okay, we're going to let this simmer for a little bit. And we're going to go over to the stove. Okay guys, so what I have here, I actually took some of the leftover chicken that I had. And I actually let it boil for about 15 minutes. And I actually included that in this little bit of water. I'm going to start adding our ingredients. The first thing that I'm going to add is I'm going to add the chicken broth to our water. This is going to be our water mixture. And I think I got about a cup of water in there that I let boil. But like I said, I want to use the chicken broth for the rice, and you want to throw all that in there. Because I got about 2.5 cups of the rice. So you're gonna need to put the whole thing. And this is actually 32 ounce. So we're gonna add that there. We're gonna put this on medium high as soon as I could get it started. So we're gonna put this on medium high, and I already added the chicken broth. And to the chicken broth, I'm gonna start adding all our other ingredients. We're gonna start adding all the peppers and the onions. Mix that in there. We're going to add our mixture of cilantro. And like I said, I actually didn't grind this because I wanted that flavor to really enhance with the mixture of the water. And to that, we're going to add our crushed garlic. And throw all that in there. I actually love the way it looks with the cilantro in there. And to that, I'm going to add a little bit. You can either add salt and pepper, or you can go ahead and add the adobo mixture. And be careful with the salt and pepper or the adobo, because remember that the chicken broth already has salt. And you don't want to have a salty rice. Alright, we're going to add the vegetable of sazon Goya, which is what's going to give it a nice reddish color. Mix that in there well. And I'm actually going to go ahead and taste it. Okay, that actually tastes wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead and add my little envelope of chicken flavor. Now you don't have to add this because you already added the chicken broth, but I just love the way it gives it even a better flavor of the chicken. And look at how wonderful and colorful that looks. Okay, so we're going to add 1 large spoon of the virgin olive oil. There. And I'm actually going to go ahead and add a small amount of tomato sauce. So I'm actually going to use the same large spoon and just add 1 large spoon. This large spoon is like 4 tablespoons. So go ahead and mix that in there. That's starting to smell fantastic. As you can see, I actually added some of the chicken skin because I love that. When the rice is cooked, I like to have that part of it. Now I still have my chicken in the frying pan. I actually got it on low. And a lot of people don't bother doing this. What they actually do is they throw that chicken that we just fried, they throw it in the water and they let it boil for about half an hour, and that chicken will get soft. So you don't have to do what I just did. This is a personal preference of mine. I like to have the chicken a little crunchy when it's in the rice. But you definitely do not need to do that. Just throw it all in there in the mixture. No need to fry it like I did. But nevertheless, like I said, this is a personal preference. And I'm gonna go ahead and let this boil for about 5 to 10 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay guys, this has been boiling for about 10 minutes. It smells something wonderful, let me tell you. So now we're gonna add, what do we have left? We have the rice. So like I said, I like to wash my rice, at least rinse it once. So I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it. Okay. And in it goes. Stir that a little bit. And now we're gonna go ahead and add our pieces of fried chicken. And like I said, you don't have to do it this way, but this is my choice and I think it tastes fantastic. So now, as I mentioned before, the secret to good rice is not to stir it. We're going to let most of this water evaporate, which is going to take about maybe 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back and stir it. So don't mess with the rice for now. Okay guys, so as you can see, the rice, the water on the rice is evaporated. I went ahead and lowered it. Now you want to lower it. Very important that you put it on low. And you want to go ahead and stir it. Look at how wonderful that's starting to look. I'm telling you, this is going to taste fantastic. And like I said, the way I did my chicken, you don't have to do it like that. You could just add everything to the water. Add a little bit more water though to let that chicken cook a little bit. But like I said, I like my rice to have a little crunchy. So I went ahead, as you can see, I made a little mountain. And you want to go ahead and cover that. So that's our first stir. Oops, that's hot. Hot tamale, baby. Okay. So we're gonna leave it there. And I'm gonna come back in 5 to 7 minutes and give it our second stir. Okay guys, let's check on the rice. It's actually been like 8 minutes. And we're gonna give it our second stir. And this is going to be the last, because the next time we come back, this fantastic meal, rice, whoops, sorry about that, arroz con pollo is going to be done. So now we're going to cover it. I usually leave it on low now for about half an hour, 20 to half an hour. After that, you could continue to keep it on low. It still will cook. Okay guys, let's look at the rice. Look at that, it's all done. And it actually looks fantastic. Now do you see why you don't want to stir it too much? So I am going to serve this with some beans. I didn't show you how to make the video because the beans actually I made them out of the can. I will make another video on how to make the beans, where you actually boil them. But this is amazing. Look at that. Alright, so I'm going to let it simmer for a little while. And it's nice and soft. And actually, this is not a lot of ingredients, believe it or not. So let's cover it up again. Because I want to show you over here where the beans are. Let's see if I could turn this camera around. And I want to show you that I got the beans boiling there. And I'm just going to let them boil a little longer. And these are simple. Like I said, I did them out of the can. And I want to say, Iris, I'm using your brand new pots and pans. Again, I also want to thank you, Victor, my son, for giving me the beautiful blue set of pots and pans. I love them all. Thank you. Hey guys, look what I got. My delicious meal. Actually, you see the pieces of the chicken. And I actually topped it off with some beans and some nice shrimp salad that my daughter Iris made for me. Actually, her husband made it. So, Louis, this is fantastic. I'm going to enjoy my arroz con carne, your salad, and my beans. So, we got to try it, guys. Let me put it down. See if I could bring the camera up to my ugly self. Hi guys. Hey guys. Listen, this is a good meal. A lot of people make it differently. Like I said, I chose to fry the chicken, but it tastes delicious. Cook it. It only takes about maybe 40 minutes, and you're gonna enjoy it. So here's to you. Fantastic. Don't forget to like and please subscribe. Have a good night. Bye-bye.